Road, July the 15th, a team with Samoa Joe in the match of champions against whoever the TNA World Tag Team Champions are at that time.
Hey, wait a minute! Cowboy Jake's Storm pouring the beer! Oh, and he spit it in his face! Oh my God!
Angle's gonna take him out! Olympic Slam!
No!
3 count! Kurt Angle, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, will be the tag team partner of Samoa Joe, the X Division Champion, to face the TNA World Tag Team Champions at Victory Road.
And AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels team up again to take on the World Tag Team Champions, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, T3D.
It's Mike today and Don West at ringside. And Don, tonight, this is the question that we will answer. What tag team will fill that last slot at Victory Road to meet Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe in the match of champions?
And tonight is also, according to Kurt Angle, self-proclaimed Kurt Angle Appreciation Night.
Las Vegas promises a huge surprise tonight on Impact. Now let's hear from all 3 teams in our main event.
It would be a sin to have the match of champions without the 2 most decorated athletes in TNA history involved.
Conan, you bailed on us. Coming out here running your mouth thinking you're Latin Farrakhan. We the one who run the show, the Latin American Exchange.
For the past 15 years, he's had my back and I've had his. And we have 20 of these World Tag Team titles to prove it.
We the worst nightmare in this company. Not those gringos and crackers all you think about.
See, I told you that I would be World Heavyweight Champion. And if I have to become a Tag Team Champion just to get that opportunity,
God works in mysterious ways.
we have beaten the best tag teams in the world.
We will continue to knock them down one by one.
You're 4 gringos who think you are the bomb. How you feel that us Latinos gonna have los campeones?
Except for that tattoo over there. Speak your fucking
Nosotros a los reyes son los campeones de lucha libre. To live and die in LEX.
Oh, my brother! Testify!
High-stakes matchup to open Impact this week. The TNA World Tag Team titles are on the line, in addition to the slot at Victory Road in the match of champions against Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 3-way tag team match for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Scheduled for 1 fall, the winners advance to the match of champions. Introducing challenging team number 1 from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And his tag team partner from the City of Angels, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Mike, we always talk about what makes a good tag team. Cohesiveness, knowing your partner like the back of their hand. But in the case of these 2, it's just pure talent. These 2 may be 2 of the most talented individuals TNA has ever seen.
Team number 2 represent the Latino nation, Homicide and Hernandez, the Latin American Exchange.
I just touched on the history between the 3 teams involved in this matchup. Think about LAX. August 2006, they win the World Tag Team titles for the first time, beating AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. Bound for Glory 2006 in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. LAX, their second reign as TNA tag title holders, and they beat AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels.
And finally, from New York City, they are the defending TNA World Tag Team Champions, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, T3D.
Well, Mike, if it's measured by success, you can never argue the success of Team 3D. No matter where they've been, they wore the gold. It's something about them, their ability to always find a way to come out on top. But this is going to be tough for them. because they're taking on two teams that want to make it to Victory Road.
And think about Brother Ray and Brother Devon. They finally attained their goal of being the TNA World Tag Team Champions. It was in April of this year. Lockdown, St. Louis, Missouri. Team 3D defeated LAX. And now when you see LAX out here, you immediately have to think about Konnan and the situation. We heard from Homicide earlier. Going to be interesting to see whether the subtraction of Konnan is a plus or a minus for the Latin American exchange.
You know, some people have always said that Konnan was the backbone of LAX, and maybe he was holding them back. That's something we're going to see right here, because one thing you can't argue about is the talent of Homicide Hernandez. Is going to be very interesting to watch how they work it. Look at him right away. How about the teamwork by AJ Styles and Daniels and LAX going right at the world champions from the start?
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't be surprised detailing that history between all three teams. And of course the background where Styles and Daniels, yes, they've been tag team partners and tag team champions in the past. Double team beat down on Brother Devon on one side of the ring, while LAX does the same to Brother Ray.
You know, a lot of people would say AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels might be at a disadvantage since it's been a while, but if there's two people that can pick it up, like riding a bicycle, you see Brother Ray with the clothesline right there on Hernandez, and now he's got the foot. Oh, but Daniels kicks him in the back of the head. It's AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. They really do know each other, and they just get right back into it.
Homicide went high risk, took out Brother Ray down to the floor. Brother Devon going to try and mount a comeback here with those big right hands. Devon off the ropes, ran into a brick wall named Hernandez from LAX.
Wow, that was just strength on strength, and this time it was, diving off the top rope with the flying forearm, and he just brings Brother Devon. And look at AJ going right after Homicide, and then he gets headbutted.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, quickly turned around in the corner. Homicide reels off those right hands, and AJ fights back out of the corner as we've now paired it down to these two teams as the defending tag team champs, Team 3D, are both out on the arena floor.
Oh, look at how AJ Styles lands on his feet. I mean, honestly, when it comes to agility, whoa! Great counter, though, by Homicide as he saw it coming, and you can see AJ rolls out of the ring, dazed.
Here comes Homicide, but Daniels was prepared, ready for it, anticipating one move ahead, and he just drilled him with that kick.
Well, but the problem was that left him on the mat, and that left him in the hands, and could he be going up for the border toss? But you see AJ Styles quickly grabs the leg and pulls Daniels down.
Hernandez charges into the corner, gets nothing but turnbuckle, and then Daniels connects with that open hand palm press, and then turns right around into a Brother Ray clothesline.
Man, he's just so strong, and then look at his partner for that. That's what you can't put a measure on, how strong Team 3D is, and there is the teamwork, the double team.
Double team from the tag team title holders. Now, attention turned to make Hernandez, and they connect. Here's the pin.
Two.
Oh, man. Quick commercial break upcoming when we return to Impact. More of this three-way tag title match. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. What a way to open this Impact broadcast. As Don, we are headed towards Victory Road on Sunday, July 15th. The match of champions. We already know Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, they will be involved in that title match against the winner of this three-way.
I mean, think about what's at stake in the match of champions at Victory Road. If you're the winning tag team tonight, you are the world tag team champion. And then if you get a pin on Kurt Angle, you become the world champion. If you get a pin on Samoa Joe, X-Division champion. So much will be at stake at Victory Road.
And if you beat the World Tag Team Champions, whoever survives here on Impact, yeah, the winner of the fall will get both championship belts and the right to pick his own partner. Brother Ray in trouble. Here comes Homicide. Oh, look at him snap off that Hurricane Rana.
It's amazing that a guy that size can do that to Brother Ray, but it's all in how he gets the vault off the top of the rope, and he just uses that momentum. And look at AJ just going right over. There's the double team on Brother Ray. They do that to perfection, Mike.
The high-low, the perfect move against the bigger opponent like Brother Ray. Excellent double team by Styles and Daniels, and now Homicide's going to try and take over. Don, I'm thinking back last week on Impact, what an incredible matchup. Kurt Angle, the War Machine Rhino, Christian Cage, Kurt Angle, retains his newly won World Heavyweight Championship, and in the process moves right into the match of champions as the partner of Samoa Joe. Can you believe it? July 15 at Victory Road.
Well, I mean, they're a powder keg, those two, and I mean, they're going to have to be working together at Victory Road at some sort, and I don't know that the two can. I mean, I believe Joe might be a little bit more professional of the two, but with so much at stake and with the past that those two have, oh man, it couldn't be more exciting than to realize that Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe are going to be partners at Victory Road.
After the leapfrog by Homicide on Brother Ray, he connects with a drop kick to the back and turns things over to the big man. Opportunity now for Hernandez to get LAX. The tag team titles back and to move into that big match of champions at Victory Road. Pin attempt by Hernandez. Broken up. Again, smart move here by Styles and Daniels. They still stay alive in this match.
I mean, how important would it be for LAX to win this match to show that they can do it without Conan, that they have the ability, they have the mental toughness amongst them too. And I wanted to talk earlier how Hernandez just picked up Brother Ray and just scooped him up and slammed him down. How many people can do it with ease like that? And Hernandez and Homicide had that unbelievable combination.
And did you notice there how Homicide, spitting in the face of Brother Devon, do anything to get under the skin of their opponents, and they certainly do that. Devon thinks he's going to help, but all he's doing is hindering Brother Ray while LAX continues the double team.
Well, you saw Hernandez take his shirt, wrap it around. He's doing it again, wrapping it around the neck of Brother Ray and choking him where the referee can't see. He's just taking that oxygen, and you see Homicide coming in and putting a boot to the gut. That knocks even more air out of your lungs.
Styles and Daniels, the interested observers, they obviously like to see both of their opponents, both of the other tag teams, beaten down, but at the same time, they've got to make sure that they're involved in the match at the right time. They don't want to be on the outside looking in when there's a pin or a submission.
Well, they have
a pin attempt. Hernandez, oh, that's broken up. That's what we were talking about.
They just have such great ring awareness. They're saving themselves. They're catching their breath. But when the moment came, they had to make sure they got through those ropes and broke it up. And you saw Christopher Daniels do just that.
Legal man is Homicide. Scoop and a slam on Brother Ray by Hernandez. And here he comes from the top. Senton backsplash off the top rope.
1, 2. Oh, not enough. This Brother Ray just on pure adrenaline like just shoots that big shoulder up and he gets it off the mat. Homicide can't believe it.
You can just feel it, Don, can't you? The high stakes aspect of this opening match here on Impact. We're going to take another commercial break. When we return, more of this great three-way tag title match. And we are back on Impact. Continuation of this three-way matchup. It's Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles versus LAX versus Team 3D. Not only the TNA World Tag Team titles on the line, but also that final slot. Victory Road match of champions against Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. Now the Fallen Angel, he's into the battle, representing the team, Daniels and Styles.
Well, it's all about timing, and it was time for Daniels and Styles to get themselves back into the mix. They've let LAX and Team 3D kind of renew their battles of the past, and AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels poised, I think, fresh, but look at the power of Brother Ray as that open hand, and I mean, when he hit, you could just see the handprint already, but nice right by Daniels.
Daniels tries to put it right on the side of the head with that big right, and then immediately the blatant chokehold throttling Brother Ray right in front of the official. Fallen Angel off the ropes. Look at this. Full Nelson bomb.
Just slams you down on that spine, and it just makes the numbness go all the way up your back, into the back of your neck, and it can even go all the way to your fingertips. But Brother Ray is hurt. He's got to get Devon in this match. Team 3D's going to retain.
Devon from outside, extending his hand into the six-sided ring, trying to get the attention of Brother Ray. And you're right, get that fresh man right into the battle, and there's the tag. Brother Devon in it. Watch him unload with those right hands.
Well, he's been in this position so many times before. He places himself in the ring so he can turn to face whoever's coming at him. And he's doing it right now. He's fresh. And look at him just take almost the head off of Hernandez right there. Look at those rights, one right after another on his head.
Rapid fire right hands to the top of Hernandez. Takes Daniels up, powers him down. Two hook, got a 2 count.
Oh, Brother Devon, look at this, but look at how he just let the momentum of AJ Styles. It's a mistake. AJ doesn't make much, but Brother Devon had it. And now look at this, as he's going to go, but there comes Daniels. Look at the strength of Brother Devon.
Devon on the fallen angel. There comes Hernandez to break it up.
Well, he was in the right place and lucky to be there at that point because Devon was cleaning out. Look at the streak as AJ sent out by Devon on one side. Hernandez sends him out on the other.
Wrestler all over the impact zone. In the ring, it's Homicide representing LAX. It's Brother Devon for 3D. And there's Brother Ray scooping a slam on Homicide. Brother Devon looks like he's headed up to the top.
Trying to humiliate Homicide a little bit. Look at this. Holding him and setting up. Brother Devon's got it. Can Brother Ray hold him enough? And here he goes. Oh, he hits it perfectly. Whoa, that's gotta hurt.
Dead center. Directly through the uprights. Brother Devon off the top. Opportunity now for Team 3D to gain the victory, keep the tag titles, and move on to the match of champions at Victory Road.
Well, they called for the tables, but in doing so, you've allowed Christopher Daniels to get back to that ring, and he's fired up. And oh, Hernandez made a costly move. High risk and a cost him.
Daniels, big high knee into the chest of Brother Devon. Fallen Angel with the corner mount. Just pressuring the head of Brother Devon from behind Brother Ray. He's got Daniels up on his shoulders. Brother Devon going to go back up to the top.
But can he hold him there long enough? And you could see, oh, and he catches them, and he even caught the rope a little bit, but just the experience of Brother Devon able to do it. Oh, he didn't get the pin.
Top rope clothesline leads to yet another near fall. Boy, Team 3D on the verge of victory. AJ springboard drop kick.
Oh, takes them both out in one shot, and I'm telling you, if he, the way you see Homicide coming right back in is, oh no, going for that Rico Killer, no,
Here it is.
But AJ gets out.
Amazing agility.
Pele, he hits it out of nowhere again, every time when you least expect it.
Now Daniels going to try and take advantage of the situation. Homicide down. Styles from the top. Here's the frog splash on Homicide. Oh, and the BME. Best moonsault ever.
Two, it's done. Oh, Homicide got out. Mike, how did he kick out of that?
How close can you come?
Cracker Jack there by Hernandez with that power.
Now Hernandez is going to take AJ up. He's got him up on his shoulders.
Border toss right here. There he goes. Oh,
God.
like a rag doll.
Folded him up. Landing right on the back of his head. Homicide
One,
pin.
two, three. Oh, wait a minute.
What happened? Oh, the referee got pulled out.
Wow. Louis Charles not able to get the third count involved. So close. AJ Styles, I think, was done.
Now Homicide elevated out to the floor by the fallen angel. Hernandez connects with a big shot. That sends Daniels down. Look out. Hernandez, look out.
Oh, he's so big. All the way over. Wow. All the way over. He cleared it by 3 feet. He cleared it by 3 feet, Mike, today.
That's a 300-pound suicide dive by Hernandez of the Latin American Exchange, and then rocking this SRO crowd here at the Impact Zone. Yes, at Universal Orlando.
Look at this.
What, Brother Ray?
You gotta be kidding.
No way.
Oh, man. And he goes on top and just smashes all 3 of them. Not to be outdone by Hernandez. Unbelievable. That's what's at stake here. Oh, man.
No question. All 3 teams pulling out all the stops because of the high-stakes nature of this matchup. Tag titles on the line, as well as the spot in the match of champions. Daniels quickly cut off by Brother Devon.
He took too long to get up there. Brother Devon was waiting. Oh, it's power on target. Look at this. What a counter by Daniels.
Hit the Hurricane Rana. Judo playbook. Connects with the STO takedown.
Oh, he realized, he looked up like he was praying to the heavens or something. Now he's going for the angel's wings.
Here it is.
Oh, but the strength of Devon too much. Look at that.
Overpowered him with the back body drop. 3D measuring the fallen angel. When Daniels turns around,
3D! They hit the 3D! And that's 1, 2, 3. They retain.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, Team 3D.
yes, that experience in the high-pressure matches pay off. 3D keep the tag title. And yes, they get the match of champions at Victory Road. Wrestling fans, it's JB, Jeremy Borash here backstage. I've got the hot news, the hot gossip. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. It happened just days ago in the center of the ring. We will text to your phone what happened. All you need to do is join TNA Mobile right now. Text
TNA to 76,000, and this information will be text to your cell phone. Good gracious, look at this.
What are you enjoying the show, you perv? God.
It's okay, baby. Let him watch. Maybe JB will learn something.
Nothing.
Unlike those and BG. You thought you were teaching me something? Well, guess what, boys? I've been under the covers of Christy Hemme the whole time. She's the teacher. I'm the student.
Yeah, baby, you are.
As you can see, I've got everything. I've got the future. I've got the fiery redhead. And I've got the set to do it all. So you know what? VKM, live with it.
All right.
Yeah.
You two have a good night. We'll be careful.
Team 3D, congratulations. You see, you just became the two latest pieces of my puzzle. The two latest victims in my struggle. Boys, you need to understand one thing. This started a long time ago. It started when I won back my X Division championship. And then last week, Kurt, I pimp-slapped you. Yes, that's right, I pimp-slapped you because I needed to define the bounds of our relationship. I pulled the strings, and you're my puppet. And at Victory Road, Kurt, being the good puppet that you are, you're going to help me win those tag team belts, and then I'll have all the gold. Except for one belt, Kurt. Except for the TNA Championship. And after Victory Road, I come and I claim that from you. But until then, Kurt, I need you nice and healthy. I need you to be a player in my game. And Kurt, rest assured, I need your help. I need your help to destroy you. I am Samoa Joe. I am the X Division champion. And Kurt, inevitably, you will be broken.
Warning. Viewer discretion is advised. Prepare yourself for a new pinnacle in violence where every match takes place inside the barbaric Six Sides of Steel cage. Relive Team 3D's historic win, Lethal Lockdown, and the return of the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett. TNA Lockdown. Available now everywhere DVDs are sold.
It's Mike and Don at ringside, joined by TNA Management's Jim Cornette. July 15, Victory Road. Listen to this. It's going to be Christian Cage one-on-one against the Wildcat Chris Harris. The Instant Classic looks to get revenge against Harris, who cost him the world's title on 2 occasions. Plus, there's more.
Well, think about costing the world championship. Think what James Storm did to Rhino last week. I mean, Rhino was set up to end it and win it over Kurt Angle, pouring the beer on him, spitting in his face. And the week before that, he did the same thing, sent Rhino in a rage over here and tore up our announce table.
And Jim, we are hearing rumors about a special announcement concerning the X Division at Victory Road.
Well, that's right. Right here on the program next week, we're going to have a major announcement concerning the most unique match in our sport. Of course, I'm talking about Ultimate X and how it's going to apply to Victory Road. And as we just saw earlier, all the slots have been filled for the main event, the match of champions. We now know it's going to be the world champion Kurt Angle and the X Division champion Samoa Joe teaming against the world tag team champions Team 3D in the match of champions main event at Victory Road.
Quiet! Quiet on the set!
Now, unbelievable.
Quiet on the set!
Quiet on the set.
Was he directing things now?
Now you might be wondering why I'm carrying around this megaphone. Well, you see, Jimmy, this megaphone is a symbol. This is the symbol of a director, the symbol of a producer, the symbol of power. And I'm out here to talk about a list, Jimmy, of all the things that I have produced for you.
Like what?
First of all, I produce ratings, not to mention the long list of superstars that I have produced. Guys like Jeff Jarrett, guys like Sting, guys like Rhino, Samoa Joe, Abyss, the list goes on and on and on. And now we have Chris Harris. Well, I got a quick question for you. Who in the hell is Chris Harris? At Victory Road, Chris Harris is going to be a bona fide superstar just from breathing the same air as the champ. Wow. And after that, after I do your damn job for you one more time, and I make yet another superstar, you are gonna have to put your biggest name, and in case you forgot, it's me, the instant classic Christian Cage, back in the main event.
Hey, you asked a question, I'm going to answer it. You want to know who Chris Harris is? Chris Harris is that guy that's fixed to shatter the glass ceiling using your head as a battering ram. You better worry about what you got to worry about. And that's what I've heard through the grapevine, that the monster Abyss is still looking for you.
Hold on 1 second, Jimmy. Don't try to give me this crap. I know for a fact that Abyss is not even here tonight. And I'll tell you this much. You see this right here? My pimp hand is way strong. And if Abyss was standing right where you are, I would reach out and I would slap him right in his ugly face. Not to mention the...
Whoa! There's the music. Look at the reaction from Christian Cage. What's he so worried about if the monster Abyss isn't here?
I thought he was going to slap him with his pimp hand, and it looks like he's looking everywhere, Mike, looking for the...
Oh, yeah, look at him back up the ramp. Earlier today, I had the chance to talk to the War Machine Rhino.
Rhino, I've got to ask you about your actions recently on Impact. You absolutely went ballistic. You trashed the Impact Zone. I've never seen you lose it like that. Can you give us a little insight? What was behind you snapping like that?
As a kid growing up, I'd see my father sit there and drink 24 cans of beer. He passed away when I was 15, and it was his choice of drink. But it was also a sickness. As I became older in my late 20s, and I started to go through some hard times in my marriage, I turned to drinking. That was my release. I had to drink and drink and drink. I had to lose all my problems. It affected every part of my life. And when I realized that I had a problem, and that problem was an addiction that helped dissolve a marriage, helped dissolve something that I worked so hard for. After I realized, you know what, this isn't the way. And you know what? When you have an addiction and you give it all up, it's that one drink that'll put you back in that spot. Because after one drink, you want another one, and another one, and another one. And addiction is a hard thing to kick. And I don't want to go through that. But you know what? James Storm, he's making me go through that. That beer was poured in my mouth. That taste of alcohol, it reminded me what I went through. He opened up a wound, and he's got to be responsible for his actions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a three-way special contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Robert Roode Incorporated, Biz Brooks.
You know, I'm so glad I had that chance to get some answers from Rhino about his recent behavior. We're so proud of him dedicating his life to cleaning up his act.
Well, that explains the rage, though, Mike, when that beer and that smell of alcohol it just takes you back to those demons that consume you like alcoholism did in his family. And now it kind of makes you feel better about what he came and did to our table. You realize how violent he became.
The second participant in this contest, the Pride of Tennessee, is Jackie Moore.
Want to remind you, yet to come in this Impact broadcast, the self-proclaimed Kurt Angle Appreciation Night, all created by one man himself, the Olympic gold medalist.
Jackie Moore's got a nice little sharp outfit as he comes down. I'll tell you something, this is going to be very interesting. You know, normally you always are, you know, Storm is there or Robert Roode is there. This time they're not going to have them to lean on as you see Jackie Moore getting into that ring.
And finally, from Tampa, Florida, Gail Kim.
You know, recently when I think of Gail Kim, I've got to think back to Slammiversary. What a great pay-per-view event that was, but how about that involvement between Gail Kim and Eric Young?
Oh, man, that's lucky. You know what? Got to play a little tonsil hockey with Gail Kim. But I mean, it was the spark, though. Gail Kim knew what she was doing because it sent Miss Brooks in a rage, and it also straightened Eric Young out so he didn't fall under the powers of Miss Brooks.
First, a long-term rivalry here between the Pride of Tennessee, Ms. Jackie Moore, and Gail Kim. Now you add Ms. Brooks into the mix after the problems that she had with Gail Kim back at Slammiversary in to kick off this three-way TNA knockout match.
I mean, it's like Miss Brooks and Jackie just both want to take everything they have out on Gail Kim, and instead of working together, they could have done even more damage. Now you see them now fighting each other, and it's going to give Gail Kim a chance to catch her breath.
Miss Brooks fired off into the ropes, and Miss Jackie Moore, the pride of Tennessee, just connected with that elbow. Quick pin attempt. Gail Kim in to break it up and make the save and stay alive in the match.
Well, Gail Kim just so athletic, as you see, just drives Jackie Moore down, but Miss Brooks able to get that kick in time. All three of these girls, one thing that you got to say about them is they know what to do in the ring. I mean, they're not just eye candy. They really do have the ability to get the job done. They all have their different strengths and weaknesses.
Gail Kim telegraphed the back body drop. Definitely cost her. Miss Brooks connects first with the knee, and then from behind, drives the knee again into her back and sent Gail Kim out to the arena floor.
Oh, she just used that momentum of that knee and just drove it into Gail Kim. And look at Gail Kim. Just kind of set her up, grabbed her by the ankle, brings her down, and then what a right. Oh, but a nice knee again by Miss Brooks to counter.
And here comes out of nowhere. Yeah, the pride of Tennessee. She just connected with the drop kick and tried to follow up that advantage out here. A shot to the jaw of Miss Brooks.
Oh, she may be the baddest. Look at this. Gail Kim up top. Oh, wow. And she levels both of them. Unbelievable from the top rope.
Great cross body block. Commercial break upcoming. When we return, more of Miss Brooks, Jackie Moore, and Gail Kim. And we are back on Impact. More of this three-way TNA knockout matchup involving Miss Brooks, Pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore, and Gail Kim. Want to remind you about TNA Mobile. Yes, win a trip, all expense paid to an upcoming TNA pay-per-view, plus $500 cash, and a date with TNA knockout Christy Hemme. Just text the word date to 76,000.
What a kick to the back of the head right there by the Pride of Tennessee. I mean, like I said, she's probably the street fighter of the group, if you could try to label them. I mean, she just not afraid of anything. Look at the punches. She just has that extra oomph, the emphasis. She's just wicked. And now she's got Miss Brooks up to the top, and let's see what Jackie Moore can do.
Position up on top. Pride of Tennessee shoved off by Miss Brooks, but here comes Gail Kim with a big right hand.
Well, she's so quick, and look at that. She gives her with the big right to the head, and then, oh, you can see there where Miss Brooks was able to push Gail Kim off, but yet her momentum forced her to the mat herself.
Now Gail Kim swinging a miss with the clothesline, and there's the German release suplex by Jackie Moore. She just dropped her right on the back of her head, and there's the running clothesline by Miss Brooks.
Oh, I'm telling you, Gail Kim looks like she's in serious danger. The way that Miss Jackie just sent her flying back. All three of them now trying to get up, but looks like Gail Kim going to get to her feet here first.
Miss Brooks and Gail Kim square off in mid-ring. Gail Kim's series of forearm shots. Well, Gail Kim on fire.
Oh, look at that. Using one and the other. Oh, what a move by Gail Kim. And she uses both fingers to their advantage. Wow.
Two for the price of one. Now, Miss Brooks sent for the ride. Quick reversal. Gail Kim tries to float over. No, instead, steps off the head scissors. Miss Brooks out to the arena floor. Now Gail Kim and the Pride of Tennessee.
Well, she had to watch out because Jackie Moore's got, wait a minute. She kept the momentum going. And look at this. She's able to get the pin on Jackie Moore.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Gail Kim.
She did it. Gail Kim wins this three-way TNA knockout matchup at the expense, yes, of Miss Brooks. Oh, and the Pride of Tennessee, Jackie Moore. But check out now a post-match beatdown, the 2-on-1 as Miss Brooks and Jackie Moore, they're all of a sudden on the same page.
Here comes Showtime Eric Young to the defense of Gail Kim. And you can see Miss Brooks and Jackie Moore backing off to the corner.
I like this. To the rescue, Eric Young after what went down at Slammiversary. When Gail Kim definitely stopped Miss Brooks from getting inside his head. And here we go again. Eric Young and Miss Brooks. And now from behind, Jackie Moore on the back arm of Eric Young. And he just tossed her right down.
Well, he didn't even hesitate. See if he can do the same thing. And he does. To Miss Brooks as both of them try to get him from behind. But wait a minute. Here comes Robert Roode. And he doesn't see him. And he greets him from the back.
Big forearm shot to the back. Oh, look at him put the boots to Eric Young. And you know there's still heat here between these two. Especially after Eric Young won that freedom match at Slammiversary.
Well, he got the restart with Jim Cornette allowed it to continue on. Robert Roode thought he had it done, and it was just humiliating him. But Eric Young played possum, but now look at this. Gail Kim just being paintbrushed, and you can see right there Miss Brooks and Robert Roode and Jackie Moore get the revenge in the end.
At Victory Road, Eric Young and Gail Kim
you taking me here?
JB, we're heading down into the bowels of this building. You've been curious about what's going on with Abyss and me, right?
Yeah, everybody's been kind of curious, but we need to go down to the bottom of the building for this?
Yeah, you'll be all right. Don't worry, JB. You know I never gave up hope on Abyss, right? For some reason, I felt indebted to him. You know, for some reason, I felt like I could relate to Chris. And you know, he's been hiding behind that mask for a long time, but then again, you know, I've been hiding behind the paint for decades. It's hard for anyone to bear it all. But see, that's what this interview is all about, JB. Because Chris has something that he wants to say. And he's going to say it next week.
Abyss is going to say something next week? He's going to talk?
It is the most innovative match in professional wrestling today. The Ultimate X makes its return to pay-per-view at TNA Victory Road.